Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Jasmin Sorraya and this is The Path of the Feminine, a series in which we talk all about feminine empowerment, embodiment and spirituality. In today's episode, I want to talk to you about one of the most essential key pieces when we want to work with our feminine essence and really reclaim our femininity and our feminine embodiment in this world. And that is the aspect of feeling. So, feeling in our world has often been put aside and looked down on and smiled at. If you tell someone, I make a decision because I have a feeling, they look at you like, okay, she's a bit weird, she's a bit crazy. Or in general, as soon as there is stronger feelings involved, people are right away called hysterical. When there's strong emotions involved, they're hysterical, right? So feelings have been pushed aside, put down a bit. And this is a side effect of the suppression of the feminine in our world and in the society, in the culture that we live in. And what it leads to is a disconnect. We disconnect from our felt reality, from the sense of feeling, because actually our ability to feel not just our own emotions, but feel the energy around us, sense what's going on in the more subtle realms, have intuition guide us, is actually a superpower. It is our intuitive sense and ability that we all naturally have, and a sense that wants to be utilized and developed and strengthened like a muscle. And when we disconnect from that, we disconnect from our natural ability to predict, to intuit, to know what's going on, to instinctually have this inner knowing without needing to know logically or needing to see it or touch it for it to be real. And that makes us, as women especially, who we naturally would have that sense very highly developed, feel a lot more lost in the world, a lot more at exposed and at the mercy of our surroundings instead of in our power. Because our ability to feel as women is one of our greatest strengths. It's one of our greatest powers. Our intuitive wisdom is immense. Like I said, it's a very highly developed sense in women naturally. Doesn't mean men don't have it, they have it too. And they can highly develop it too. Just by nature, the way we're designed, it's the strongest sense of the feminine. And just the fact that we are designed as bridges between the worlds, we are designed to bring spiritual souls into material bodies through our own body to bring them into this world, makes us very, very attuned to the more subtle realms and gives us that ability to be very sensitive, to feel these more subtle layers of existence and intuit. And directly connected to that is also our emotional world, because emotions are energy in motion. So being connected to our own emotions, sensing our own emotions, and being in alignment with our own emotions, processing them healthily, and also being in a healthy relationship to other people's emotions is an important aspect of our ability to feel. And through feeling being suppressed in us, in society, in culture, in the world in general, what happened is also that the connection to our own emotions has been suppressed. The relationship to our own emotions has been distorted, and a lot of emotional suppression has happened within us and within our bodies. So we have unlearned healthy processing techniques for our own emotions, which is causing us a lot of harm, because this energy, it's in our bodies. And if it's not healthily processed, means it's alchemized and it's transformed and it ends up leaving our body or being turned into something good. If it just stays as it is and it's not moved, energy in motion, emotion needs to be moved. It is not moved. It gets stuck somewhere in our body. And energy that gets stuck starts building up over time and it causes us physical harm. A lot of the pains we see nowadays in the world, chronic problems, and especially those unexplainable pains that some people carry, they're actually emotions that are stuck in the body that haven't been processed and that are materializing. As we know, energy before matter. So if we do not process emotions healthily, if they get stuck in our bodies, what happens over time is that they start materializing into physical matter. They build up, build up, build up, and eventually they actually densify their frequency to the point that they become a physical problem. And that's what we experience in a lot of ways. So the biggest power and key in reclaiming your feminine and stepping back into a healthy, empowered feminine embodiment is to reclaim your ability to feel, to reclaim your emotions, and to learn to healthily process them again, to tune into the body, to feel our own bodies. I mean, so many of us are so disconnected from our own bodies. We live up from here, and I am the best example. For most of my life, I lived from my neck upwards. Until I found this work, I was literally existing from here to here. And the rest of my body, I didn't exist. I could not feel it. For such a long time, I even when I bumped stuff or I got really bad bruises, because I easily bruise, so I had to have bumped something really hard, I didn't even notice the pain of bumping the thing that caused a really bad bruise. Like, how disconnected do you have to be from your body for that? But a lot of us live like that. A lot of us are stuck in the head. We don't exist in our bodies because we have disconnected so much from feeling. We have been so much taught that we're not supposed to feel. We're not supposed to feel our own physical sensations. We're not supposed to feel our emotions. We should disconnect from it as much as possible. We've been so trained in that we got completely stuck in the head to avoid anything we could be feeling down here in the body. But coming back here is the biggest reclamation we can do. Coming back into the body. Learning to feel physical sensation again. Learning to feel our own energy moving through our own body again. Bringing our consciousness into the physical realm of existence, into our own body, all the way down to our feet and lower. Really bringing us back. And from here also connecting to our emotions again. Allowing them to be healthily processed. Allowing our emotions to flow, allowing the energy to flow, learning the old ways again, the natural ways to process emotion, which are the ways that are shown to us in nature every day. What does a deer do when it gets a bad scare? Let's say a deer gets a scare, it's being hunted by a wolf, it runs away, it has a fear spike, it got away, nothing happened. What does it do? It shakes. It shakes its body until the fear is processed and has left the system. We don't do that anymore. We get a really bad scare, we freeze. And somewhere in our bodies, the fear gets stuck. Instead of moving it, instead of moving our bodies, instead of using sound, we have such a powerful tool in our voice. Just simple sounds like a sigh, like a ah, like anything that really activates the flow of energy that wants to come out naturally can help you move emotion through your body. Your movement helps you move emotion through your body. Your own physical touch helps you move emotion through your body and helps you activate that natural, healthy process, that processing of the emotion that really allows them to be transformed and whatever doesn't serve to be moved out of your body so that the emotion doesn't need to stay, so that you can let it go and you can actually move beyond that experience. You don't have to come back to it and it doesn't have to cause you harm. And because we've been so disconnected from it, a lot of us fear it. We are often scared that actually what we're going to experience is pain, especially with negative emotions, so we avoid the emotion altogether. When the truth is actually once we learn to really healthily process emotions again, we notice that it is more pain to suppress the emotion and keep it somewhere in our body where it actually starts physically hurting us, and it's always there, it's always kind of hurting subconsciously. That is more painful than facing it once, feeling the heartache, feeling the grief, feeling the anger, feeling the fear, letting it out for those few minutes. If we do it every day and we do it in a healthy way to process whichever emotions came up for us that day, it isn't much and it doesn't take long. It's a few minutes and then your channel is clear again and then you're free again. And that allows us to be much healthier, happier, and feel a lot better in our bodies on a daily basis. it's not that painful. It's not that hard. Actually, facing our emotions is not as hard as avoiding them and having to notice them and subconsciously feel them being there somewhere all the time. So, needing to avoid parts of ourselves, which takes away a lot of energy, by the way, to not have to feel that emotion. So, it's really about learning again to feel. Learning again to feel our own emotions, to healthily process them, learning to feel our own energy again, because our emotions are part of our energy, learning to feel the energy around us again, learning to connect to our intuitive wisdom again and trust it. All of that comes through you reconnecting to your emotions, to your natural flow, to your natural energy, to your ability to feel. All of that opens a portal to your feminine wisdom that is immense and that carries so much magic. I really wish that every woman in the world will reopen that portal for herself, because the magic it brings into our lives is beyond anything we can explain in words. Just go and try it out. Experience it for yourself. You are gonna love what you get to find on the other side of that portal. Thank you so much for being here today. I really loved talking to you again, and this is such an important key piece, and it's so near and dear to my heart. I'm gonna talk about it again. This is definitely gonna come up again and again in different forms and ways and with different connections to different topics, because it's such an essential key piece to reclaiming our feminine and really living as feminine beings in an empowered and embodied way. But for today, we leave it at that. I hope this served you. I hope you got something out of this. Let me know in the comments below what you're thinking, what you've been experiencing, what this brought up for you. I love to read all of your comments. I answer every single one of them, and I'm always so happy to hear from you. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you'll get informed when the next video is coming up. And also hit the little bell so that you get a notification every time a new video comes out. And yeah, this is it for today. So little information for the people watching this regularly. Usually I bring up new videos every week. This time there will be a 2-week break. So the next video will be coming up in 3 weeks because I'll be traveling, and I decided to make it a real holiday and not work and not film and not edit and not do anything. So next week there's not going to be a new video. The week after also not. In 3 weeks there's going to be the next video for everyone who watches this as it comes out. I'm really excited to see you there. I have a really amazing little series coming up for you that we're going to start in 3 weeks, and yeah, I can't wait to see you there. Until then, thank you for being here. It was, as always, my pleasure, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Take care.